what's happening today. So as with all my videos, I have decided this is where each one is going to begin. I'm going to give you a little quick preview of what we're going to see on this particular video and every video after that. So we will always start here. I'm going to try and inject a little bit of creativity into the video, so I don't want it to be dry. Please give me a comment, let me know if I can do it better, if I suck. Please catch the video on my 1,000 founding member subscribers offer. It's something that's really exciting. I think you ought to check it out, and the link is right here. I just threw one up. So I'm holding in my hands the NRG product line, and so I'm going to put a removable steering wheel, a quick release on my Corvette Z06. And it's something I feel like I want to bring the wheel closer to myself and have a better driving position. I will be removing the clock spring and some other things, so if you're doing a clock spring repair or something like that, you're still going to get what you need out of this video. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and roll that thing.
My name is Damian Knight, and I've built cars professionally for nearly 20 years, but I started out homeless at 17 in the murdering streets of New Orleans. My dreams to build fast cars pushed me to build a life from nothing, and 10 years later, I was the head of a multi-million-dollar company. But it all went bad. Follow me as I continue my journey through our automotive culture, explore great driving roads, and find my way back into the game on Night Drive TV.
Clearly people have these opinions about the airbag and removal and all this stuff, and you know, you could also wear a helmet while you're driving around, and you can also wear a fire suit when you're driving around. I mean, there's just dangers of operating a motor vehicle, period. But so wear your seatbelt. First, I'm going to disconnect the negative battery cable. We are going to be pulling out the airbag, and while you're in here, I always take a quick look at your belt. I know this is pretty new. Always look at the crank pulley on these cars. The C6s, they have a crank pulley separation issue, but you know, I just like to take a look at everything, see if I have any new leaks, see if anything's going on. So we start here. Turn the ignition switch to the off position, remove the key, and remove the front floor kick panel. Alright, so steering, we're going to get the wheels about centered there. Here we got a couple screws underneath. T15. There's a secondary panel back here. Just kind of, you gotta give a little yank on it, like a little expanding plastic push pin, basically. So there's another T15 inside of that pocket you have to get. This is a temperature sensor. I believe it's your internal air temperature sensor, so you want to be careful with that. I'm basically going to pull out on that. Now we have the panel off. You're going to pull your carpet back. There's going to be a kick panel like this. Alright, so we have two things to disconnect at this point, and as you can see, this is the foam that resides. Again, this is the foam that resides right under the steering column. As you can see, there's one yellow connector in there. It's right above the brake pedal. We are ready to get the airbag off the steering wheel now. So basically I have a driver bit with a T27 in it. So just so you know how this comes out, basically, so this clip, this just snaps over. This has some little wings on it. You're going to pull that away, and then you're going to yank this right out of the back of the airbag. It just pops right out the back. So there's a special tool that engages these two holes here. So I'm going to loosen this nut till it's about even with the top of the threads, and then I'll put the puller in there. So I've got the steering wheel extraction tool, the puller, in there. So these little things here, they're like a hook, and you basically put it in, and there's an area underneath this top to where you can put like a crescent wrench on it, and you basically clock at 90 degrees, and it locks into these two holes. So right now I have it lined up. I think just go slow and steady. Well, it is off, and I will tell you, I cranked on it about 3 more, quarter cranks, after I put the camera down, and it will let go with a bang. You know, that tool has a really good grip on it, so it came right off. This thing here is like a clamshell, and it separates in these two tabs. There's a screw underneath that faces up through here. Facing up, when you pull this bottom piece down, small thing's going to require a star socket, and that's what's going to release the top of this, and then that's what will allow you to pull this clock spring off. I don't want this behind the NRG quick release because this is all in the way and it's not going to sit flat, so we want that out of the way. I have the clock spring actually kind of tucked up in here, and so this is the wire that was going into the airbag. What you're going to do is you're going to put this is a 2 ohm resistor, and I'm going to show it to you here in a second. This is the 2 ohm resistor that I purchased. This is the other one that I had in there, and as you can see, the leads didn't go down very far, and I was intermittently getting a light. I'm actually putting this in after I had done the install. I'm kind of putting it in the middle of the video, so that's why it's kind of weird. But what I've done with this one is I've allowed the whole lead to remain, and I just basically put that resistor in like that, and I'm going to tape this up and just tuck it up under the console. And so the clock spring does stay in there, in this case, just to satisfy the airbag system. I could cut it back and trim it back, but for me, I just kind of want to keep the system in place. So at this point, you're able to put the hub on. There is a mark that you can see here. It's indicating up. So I kind of look at the wheel out here and take a look here. It's pretty close. Now you've got to put a connector on here to attach to the quick release. All right, so we got them both. I just taped this one up. This is positive. I don't want to touch anything in here. So I taped that all up, connected this one. Now we're going to just go ahead and attach it. And obviously we're going to line it up. Alright guys, so that is that, and let me tell you that driving with the steering wheel, it has been a huge improvement for me given my height and the distance my legs have to be from the pedals to actually be comfortable. This has given me the ability to do a full cross, and you know, if you're too extended, and it really limits your ability to cross. If you bring it closer, you can you do make a sacrifice of the airbag, but the fact of the matter is I think it really is a payoff, and it's a balance. Wear your seatbelt, that's the most important thing. I hope you enjoyed the video, and check out my future videos coming right up. Have a good day.